Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. So today is Monday, October 17th, and I am in the middle of Empire of the Vampire. I'm on page 416 and I am for sure gonna finish this book, hopefully before my next update, which is on Thursday. Next, I actually, today, I started listening to the audiobook on my way to work, and then back home, I started listening to Wake the Bones, but I am pretty much still in the beginning, so I don't yet have any thoughts about that. And just like I said in my outro for last week's weekly reading vlog, which I literally just filmed, I am gonna try to watch 2 episodes of House of the Dragon today because I didn't watch last week's episode. And for this week's episode, I only know one spoiler and I would like to keep it that way when I watch the episode. So I am gonna try to watch both of them right now. And I don't really have any more. Oh yeah, I need to buy my plane tickets for my holiday to go back home, because today I talked to my supervisor about the dates, so I already know when I'm gonna be able to go and come back. So I need to buy them while they still exist and while they're still not way too expensive. So I also need to take care of that. And now, yes, I don't think I have any more plans other than that. And yeah, welcome to the vlog. Hello, so it is Thursday and I have 3 books to tell you about. So, first of all, I finished Empire of the Vampire, which is already on the pile and I'm not gonna get it. But I have a video coming out for it. It will be up by the time this video comes up. So if you want to check out everything I thought about it, I will link it. But basically, I didn't love it, mostly because I didn't like the main character, and there were some parts of it that I was kind of bored because they were going on some missions, and the missions did have a purpose in the end, something that would connect to the main story, but I feel like a lot of it was not needed, and so I was bored throughout a big part of it. Especially because I didn't enjoy just following Gabriel, the main character, because I don't like him. But the overall plot, the main thing, I was actually very interested and invested, and I would have liked to have gotten some more answers because, it's the first book in the series, so it's obviously gonna leave us with a lot of questions, and it did, but I just kind of wanted more, and like I said, I do not like the main character, so that definitely didn't help. But it was okay, I didn't hate it. I had a decent time with it, and I gave it 3 stars. Then I read 2 other books that are for a reading vlog that I will have up next week. I mean, this week when this video comes out. So, okay, there's a random child screaming. Anyway, so the first one was called Wake the Bones, and this was actually one of my most anticipated releases for this year. And it is horror, fantasy kind of. And in this book, we follow Laurel, I think, and she has just dropped out of college to move back into her hometown and to work on her tobacco production, like her family thing. So she has moved back home, and we also follow her 3 friends whose names were Isaac, Ricky, and Garrett, maybe. So we also follow them, and basically, like, the big bad thing in this book was a devil, and this is in the synopsis, so I don't think it would be considered a spoiler. But yeah, like, the big bad thing is a devil that is connected to basically the land there, and what they have to do is try to figure out how to get the devil out and basically survive the devil. But I mean, that part was okay, like, it was interesting, it was fun. It wasn't really scary though. There weren't really any moments where I was like creeped out even. I mean, there was one thing that reminded me of the creatures in the Twisted Ones, and so like I had high hopes there, but then I didn't really feel any fear. But also, a big part of the book was like, it felt like a contemporary just dealing with their personal problems. And I don't really tend to read contemporary because I don't tend to enjoy them very much. Like, it's not my type of book. So like, we spent a lot of the book on that. And in the end, it didn't really it didn't really matter to the devil situation. So I didn't care. And yeah, I definitely didn't love it. But more thoughts about it in the vlog that's coming up. And the other book I read was Stolen Tongues, and actually just finished it today after work. And in this one, we follow Felix. Like, the main character is called Felix, and the author is called Felix, and I don't know why that makes it creepier for me, but it does. And Felix and his fiancée, Faye, go to a cabin in the mountains to basically like celebrate their engagement. And something weird starts happening because they hear like voices outside and movements and just creepy atmosphere all around. And in this one, I'm not going to be talking as much about because I feel like it's better to go into it without really knowing anything. But this one was creepy. It was so like actually scary. There were so many moments where I was just like, ew, I hate that. But like, I love that. You know what I mean? So I really, really enjoyed this one. But again, if you want to hear more thoughts about it, I have a video coming up on Friday. Now, I didn't go to football last night because I got my period and I was in excruciating pain, so I didn't really feel like running. But next week, the football thing is like Halloween themed. So we have to go in like costume or makeup or anything. And I don't honestly feel like buying a costume. So I kind of want to do a skull makeup. But I've never tried it. I'm not exactly good at makeup. So is it gonna turn out okay? Probably not. Should I practice during the weekend? Maybe. Will I? Who knows? But if I do, I will make sure to film that because that must be entertaining just because of how bad it's gonna be. Oh, I watched House of the Dragon, and actually when I was watching it, like, I remember that I knew 2 extra spoilers. Like, as I was getting to the scenes, I was like, oh wait, I know that this is gonna happen. So yeah, it wasn't just 1 spoiler, but it was 3. It wasn't really like everything that happened. And yeah, it was fun. I like the scene at the end. Iconic. I just wished, everyone would have died. If you know, you know. But yes, also, I didn't know that American Horror Story premiered this week. I just like got a notification from YouTube with like the trailer for episode 3, and I was like, wait, it's out, so I'm gonna watch that. But I mean, it makes sense for it to come out in October because it's horror. So I'm excited for that. I don't even know what this season is about, to be honest. I always know in advance because I follow them on Instagram. I don't remember if I saw anything or not, but I have no idea what it's about. But I will probably watch that today. And yeah, I don't really think I have anything else to say, except for the fact that since I finished this and I finished already 2 books for like next week's video, and I only have to read 2 more, and they are actually shorter than these 2, that means I can and will finally start the Witcher book. It's book number, okay, it's the 4th novel, so in total it's the 6th book, I think. So yeah, I will start that either today or tomorrow, but I will start this in this goddamn vlog. And yeah, talk to you on Monday. Okay, so it is Monday and it's obviously the end of this weekly reading vlog, and honestly, I don't have a lot to update on because I only read a little bit on Friday, and then on the weekend I was more in a writing mood than a reading mood, so I didn't read in the weekend at all. And so I am on page 74 of The Tower of the Swallow, but I did start it like a month later than I said that I would, but I did start it. And I only read the first 2 chapters, like I'm gonna start chapter 3, and we've only been following Ciri, and it's not like I don't like Ciri, but I don't love Ciri. You know what I mean? You know, it's fun, but it's not like she's not the person that I would prefer to be following. But like I said, I'm only 74 pages in, so there's still a lot to come. And I did not try to do my skull makeup, and honestly, I don't even know if I am going to do it because like I have to go straight from work to there because it's like it starts half an hour after work finishes, so I would have to do my makeup there, and I'm not sure I would like to do that. So yeah, like the supermarket I go to, it has costumes and even just like headpieces, so maybe I'll just buy one of those and not do my makeup. I don't know, and I have one day to decide because if I buy it, it has to be tomorrow. And so yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say, so not a lot. And obviously the second half of the week was not successful in terms of reading, but it was still fun. And let's just wrap up what I did read this week. So I almost destroyed the plant. So I read from page 416 to the end of Empire of the Vampire, which was page 719, and that was 303 pages. Then I read Wake of the Bones and Stolen Tongues, which were both 320 pages. And then I read the 74 pages of The Tower of the Swallow, and that gives me a total of 1017 pages. So I would say still a successful week. And yeah, that is everything for this weekly reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!